What's up, Gemini? It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot Bee in Boston. Okay, so this is for March 1st through March 15th. It is a bi-weekly, and let me see here. I'm going to go with some intuition first, and then we'll get into the cards. I'm just going to flip the cards, shuffle them, and then I'm going to read right from the deck. I seem to be getting in an influx of a lot of messages lately, and so the only way I seem to be able to get through them all is by flipping the deck. I feel like a funnel for energy and messages right now. So I'm just going to go with it, okay? All right, good. For you guys, I feel like there is a recent tower moment in your past. It's probably 0 to 12 months. It may have just passed, or it may have passed within the last year. But I feel like it affected you tremendously. You just were bundled up, angry. You didn't want to give out your heart, your soul, your mind, your body, nothing. You were just done. I feel like you let your walls down. And when you did that, it was with the wrong person. And that person inevitably did you dirty. It feels like a 10 of Swords energy where they either lied to you or they were using you, something like that. And it really caused a devastation for you. It caused you to shut yourself off from the world. And I feel like some overindulgence. So maybe you were self-medicating, drinking, taking a couple drugs, whatever. That's your business, not mine. However, there was some overindulgence there. You felt all bundled up inside. You felt as though like you would never open up again. Like, I feel this just weight on my chest, and I feel like I'm kind of tied up and tight, and I'm just not letting anyone in, and that's it. And that's what I'm feeling right now. And I feel like this is recent past. So, I mean, like I said, this tower moment affected you greatly. Maybe it was someone you really thought you could open up to, and in the end, they really, really, really did you dirty. But from that, I feel like you learned some very effective lessons and methods on how to handle relationships going forward. You learned what you definitely don't want, that's for sure. But you also learned how to set up these boundaries and not allow yourself to get fucked over again. Not allow yourself to be as out in the open with your emotions as you were with this person. It taught you to be more careful, more considerate about who you opened up to. Do know this energy comes in vice versa. So if it could be what Gemini's doing to you and what they're going through, or what you're doing to Gemini and what you're going through. If it happens to be vice versa, just leave it in the comments below. I like to know the way the energies are coming in for me this month. As I said, this is March 1st through March 15th, 2020. So, maybe your story, may not be your story. Don't make it fit if it's not. Okay? Good. So you really shut yourself out from the world. Like, you just shut yourself out. And it was like you weren't letting anybody in. Friends, family, no one. You just went on an anger strike and just didn't want anybody around you. I feel like you had to walk away from this person. You had to walk away, not just because of what they did to you, but for your own dignity, your own pride, your own ego. They may have tried to be friends with you after that, or finagle their way back in, and you just weren't hearing it. You were just so angry and cut off. I want to see what the cards have to say, but definitely knocked you off balance. It was definitely a life lesson for you. A lot of life lessons. But I feel like after learning these lessons, as unhappy as you were, I feel like there was some happiness that came in. There was some self-gratification, some self-love, some things you finally learned about yourself in the process of all of this. Yeah, it was a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of angst, anxiety, anger, crying. Um, I feel a lot of anxiety because I feel like you thought this could be your person and it wasn't. But I feel like shortly after that, you may have met your person. So this could be a situation where um, you went through a fake soulmate or twin flame and then you ran into the real thing. So it was there to teach you a quick lesson, which is usually a soulmate. I'm going to say 99.9% of you, it would be a soulmate. That other tiny percentage would be a twin flame. Everybody seems to think that they have a twin flame that they're fighting with, and that's not the case. Twin flames are very rare. So there's a very small portion of you dealing with a twin flame. I did do a video a while back about the difference between twin flames and what the real truth is, and how it's not really a cakewalk and you don't ride off into the sunset and all that. You know, shit, skittles, and fart rainbows crap. Yes. Definitely a tower moment with someone you thought could be your person. So there's the tower, and the Four of Wands in the reverse. So some of you dealt with a fake twin flame before running into the real one, maybe. Or you haven't run into the real one yet. But usually if you deal with a fake twin flame, shortly thereafter, if you pass that test, with all the lessons you've learned, the divine bring your actual twin flame. So you've got the tower, right? With somebody who shit talked a lot, made lots of promises, or dragged you along for a while, dragged you along on their ride, and then just dumped you off. And you have no idea what happened. You kind of had to piece it together yourself. And like I said, some of you dealing with a fake twin flame with that Four of Wands in reverse. But like I said, a very small percentage of you, okay? This right here is, taking away the joy of things, taking away the celebration of things. You being really happy with this person, but then finding out that this person was nothing but a fake, okay? They talk a lot. Anybody can talk. It's doing that matters. You shut yourself off from the world. You literally felt like you tore your heart out of your chest, put it over there, and was like, fuck it, leave me alone. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going near anybody. I'm just staying to myself. I don't care about friends, family, whatever. You just made a decision. You just made that decision in the moment that you weren't going to do it. You weren't going to deal with it. Okay? And with that, you got the Ten of Wands. You just dropped the whole load and you were like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not getting into any more relationships. I'm not trusting another person. I'm not doing this ever again. And you were just absolutely shattered about this. You just weren't making any offers toward anyone. When anyone asked what was wrong, it was like a tirade. You just didn't, you'd go off, you didn't want to talk about it, you didn't even want to, it just feels like it destroyed everything for you. You definitely felt really confused, bundled up. This was all a mirage. It was all made for just you to see. This person really took you for a ride, really screwed with your head. If you look, she's looking into a mirror and she's all tied up and blindfolded, but that's just her reflection. So only in her mind is she actually going through this. And there was definitely a lot of sleepless nights there, okay? As I was saying before with the intuitive. A lot of sleepless nights there, a lot of angst, a lot of crying, a lot of going through just a shitload of stuff with this Nine of Swords. Something is also going on with your family life. Whether this be family members fighting, your home just doesn't feel like your home right now. And this could be Merc Retro in Pisces season. It's making everybody feel like they're crawling out of their skin. So it's not just you. I mean, I can't go live. That's all messed up. My camera volume was all messed up. I had to fix that. My internet completely shit the bed the other day. And then today I go to get on my computer and my password won't work. Windows 10 is fantastic. I highly recommend it to absolutely nobody. Yeah. And so you're not the only one. And then your emotions are feeling all bundled up. And so family life doesn't feel like it's going right. I feel like there's some family members who are taking, but they're really not giving back. And that's causing some fights, some internal strife, some things between you and family members. There's definitely fighting. There's no reciprocation. So whatever's going on here, you're giving and giving and giving and getting nothing back. Now, this can also pertain to work, because we do have the pentacles here. And it can also pertain to a significant other, possibly the significant other that I was just speaking of. You have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So you definitely got your heart broken, and in a major way, and in a way that you weren't expecting. Maybe you found out through a friend or through social media or whatever that this person was taking advantage of you. But the Knight of Swords is not the knight you want to deliver a message, okay? He's got his own agenda. He's very sharp. He's very swift with his tongue. Just will cut you to pieces. And with that, you've got some serious disappointment. So you definitely had some serious disappointment going on here in your love life, okay? And also, it feels like going on in your family life. Some big disappointment, and you trying to maybe get through to somebody and you're just not getting through. Right now is not the time to go forward, okay? With whatever's going on, make no business deals, no contracts, look for the small print and everything, and do know that it is Mercury retrograde until the middle of March. At least I believe March 23rd it goes direct again, and then we have the shadow of it for a little while, which will be on my birthday, March 27th. I'm so excited. My 40th birthday will be in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. Thank you, Mercury retrograde. I appreciate you. Talk about hiding for your 40th birthday. Yeah. Anyway, don't go forward with anything right now. Don't make any rash decisions. Don't contact people and tell them off. Do nothing. And definitely don't get into new relationships right now. Because I feel like someone is going to come into your life, okay? And because of Mercury retrograde here, it could end up a pretty messy situation, and you don't want that. We've got the Hierophant, the Empress, and the Chariot in reverse. Now, this also could pertain to the fact that the universe is trying to connect with you right now. The Hierophant stands for ultimate wisdom. Hierophant isn't just a card about relationships. It's a card about wisdom, ultimate knowledge, your subconscious, superconscious, your highest conscious possible. And receiving and gaining those messages through the Hierophant. You see the set of stairs. Each stair going up is a lesson, knowledge gained. And up here is the star. So you're working your way toward what you wish for, okay? Unfortunately, nothing comes easy, especially relationships. And if you look, he's smiling, he's laughing, he's got this beautiful demeanor about him, he's relaxed. He's like almost sitting in a yoga pose, I think, but I don't know anything about yoga. I'm a former mixed martial artist, so what do I know? Looks to me like he's almost sitting in a yoga pose, and he's very, very composed and just sitting there with the Empress, who is also of abundance. So this is coming for you, this wisdom and abundance. But right now is not the time, okay? Because you've got the Chariot here, and the horses are going in two different directions when you look at them. You've got to pick a direction, or you're going to split your chariot in half. And with this, you see the man on top he's creating magic. But right now is not the time. So this wisdom and abundance, you need to gather intel, find information, gain wisdom before you move forward. This is a time to sit and wait. This is a period of study. This is a period of sit, wait, and let the divine funnel messages to you. Got the Page of Pentacles, okay? This guy never makes an offer. He's always got an agenda. And he's not even paying attention. He's supposed to be delivering a message, but instead he's standing there showing off his pentacle like he's king shit. He's supposed to be taking this pentacle and making an offer with it. But he's not. He's just standing there in the middle of nowhere on this little platform, balancing himself on this little tiny log and not doing what he's supposed to do. This is a card of overindulgence, of wishes and doing too much or having too much of something. And so with that is the wish card. So whatever you're wishing, this is not the time, okay? These are both wish cards. The Nine of Cups can be a wish card or it can be something of overindulgence. Right now, they're saying is not the time to make an offer for anything. Again, it's a sit and wait, a hurry up and wait. I know it's frustrating, but right now the universe is in disarray. Pisces energy is not where you want to have Mercury retrograde. I'm not sure any of the signs are, but at least the other signs are a little less mushy-gushy, watery, cesspool-y. Crazy. This is not the time to make this offer. Okay? This is not the time to come forward and offer anything or wish for anything. Because anything you wish for during Merc Retro is definitely going to come back tenfold, and it's not going to come back nice, guys. This is a card of going forward with passion and with emotion and having new ideas and, you know, wanting to move forward. But this prior relationship is kind of standing in your way still. You still have some mixed emotions and feelings about this person who did not have the best intention toward you. This person was very in and out. You know, when they wanted something or needed something, that's when they would talk to you. And then it was like, oh, you know, sorry, didn't see your message or whatever. And it would be a day later because this person inevitably had someone else. Okay? And so going forward, you're going to have new ideas of what you're looking for in an individual, in a person. And it's not going to be that. But it taught you the lesson. But don't let yourself get hung up on that lesson, okay? Don't let yourself live and breathe and die by this lesson. Don't bundle yourself up the way you are and I'm never touching another person again and I don't want to deal with anybody. Stop. Breathe. And realize this is temporary, okay? It's only temporary, guys. You're getting your balance back. Finding reasons to celebrate again. But you have to get your emotions in check right now. You have to get your emotions in check right now. This is the time to get your emotions balanced and back to where they need to be. Deal with whatever you need to deal with in regards to this person and what they put you through, whatever they did to you. Time to deal with it, okay? Put it in your past and get this guy, the King of Cups, back in the upright. Because right now what you have to offer is really not much. Get out, have a little fun, celebrate, go out with friends, have a good time. Temperance, get yourself back in balance. Get yourself back to where your light and dark are evenly balanced. Right now, your shadow self has taken over, and you guys have got to get control of it before it gets control of you. This isn't surprising. Your past coming back during Mercury retrograde. It tends to bring back things you never want to see again, or hear from again. And so I do see that something may be trying to come back. Not necessarily a person, maybe some old memories, some old things that, maybe old memories arising from what this person put you through. It's bringing back some old things that you need to deal with still, or that you've dealt with, and now it's coming back to haunt you. And it was definitely past issues where you gave and you never got in what you were expecting to receive back from somebody. Definitely an injustice toward you. Okay, so whatever's coming back here to haunt you is definitely an injustice toward you, and it needs to be dealt with. So you guys need to deal with these emotions effectively. Deal with your shadow person. Deal with your shadow self. Pull out all the skeletons in that closet one by one. Toss them where they need to go, right off the cliff into nowhere. Deal with them. Don't get overwhelmed. Compartmentalize. Time to come out of hermit mode, guys. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but they're saying you've been inside for too long now. And it's time for you to come back out. It's time for you to start taking chances again. You're inevitably going to have to go through... Ooh, somebody wanted to come out. Okay. Yes, old heartache coming back to haunt you. Come out of hermit mode. You've been in there too long. Time to come out. No one can hide forever. Time to be foolish, naive, fun, take chances again, do fun things. Change is inevitable, okay? The only thing you can be sure of in this world is change. Things will always change. So one minute you're on the downspout of the Wheel of Fortune, the next minute you're on the upspout. Okay? Old heartache coming back during Merc retro. Deal with it. Get rid of it. Don't let it haunt you guys. And the last card. The card of being depressed, emotionally repressed. The very essence of you leaving. If you look at the card, her very essence is going down that spiral, down that hole, never to be seen again. And she's just sitting there watching, devastated. And this needs to stop, is what they're telling you in the reverse. Okay, this needs to stop. So whatever's going on with you guys, you have to deal with it. Okay, you've got to get a handle on it, and you've got to come back out of hiding. So that's what I have for you guys for March 1st through March 15th. I hope that was helpful. If you'd like a more personal reading, the information is in the box below. I do work Monday through Sunday. I'm open 7 days a week, only by appointment. If you'd like a personal reading, please email me and I'll send you a list of services. This is your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen's Tarot Bee in Boston, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye, guys.